My favorite memory was the Arlington Echo field trip because it was a lot of fun to complete tasks with a group of different types of people.
My favorite memory from the Leadership Institute was going to the Arlington Echo Initiative and Confidence field trip. I really enjoyed this group because I was partnered with people who I would not normally talk to or hang out with, and it was fun to see everyone's different ideas of how to solve problems.
My favorite leadership memory would be going to the ropes course and team building, and it made me more comfortable with my classmates.
My favorite memory was Wish Week and having a tangible effect on our community while collaborating with classmates and communicating with businesses.
My favorite memory from my experience in the Leadership Institute was getting a scholarship for and attending the Hugh O'Brien Leadership Seminar during my sophomore year.
My favorite leadership memory is spending Sunday mornings volunteering with Happy Helpers for the Homeless. Bobby, the group leader, is such an amazing person, and she's inspired me to do so many amazing things for our community.
For me, it was the Hobie Leadership Conference where I got to meet people from across Maryland and realized that leadership is a thing that everybody and anybody is capable of doing.
Wish Week was my favorite leadership memory because it was exciting to be able to work on such a large-scale project with our entire Leadership 2 class, and it was just really inspiring to see how we could all work together to reach our goal more effectively.
Our favorite memory is when we went on a fun run for the Travis Manion Foundation. We liked it so much because it was very engaging, and we felt like we were helping a lot of people by doing it.
Our favorite memory from the Leadership Institute was the field trip we took to Terrapin Adventures. We participated in a series of activities and exercises with our fellow leadership students to improve teamwork, bonding, and communication skills.
In Leadership 2, we spent most of our third quarter planning Wish Week. This project is a week long filled with many activities that help support Make-A-Wish Mid-Atlantic. This project was definitely the most memorable for us because we were able to truly see how we made a direct impact.
The favorite memory that we had from the Leadership Institution was doing our Ignite talks, which a lot of people get very stressed out, and we're pretty reserved people, but we felt that talk was the first time we kind of stepped out of our comfort zone to do something and to gain confidence from it. We loved researching topics that we were both very passionate about and interested in learning more about as well.
My favorite memory was going on the Terrapin Adventure trip and being able to work with other Leadership 2 students in team building activities, such as helping each other through rope courses. The whole trip helped bond us as an institution.
And my favorite memory by far was our Leadership 2 field trip to Terrapin Adventures, where we formed groups and worked together to accomplish several tasks all together using our problem-solving skills.
My favorite memory from Leadership Institute was probably the Terrapin Adventures field trip from Leadership 2, because we had ropes courses, there was teamwork.
And there was unlimited fun.
There was unlimited fun.
There was so much fun.
It pushed us out of our comfort zone, which is really, it made it unlimitedly fun.
My favorite memory of leadership was counting up our clothing and realizing that we exceeded our goal well over 1,000%.
My favorite memory was heading the Wish Week 2024 bake sale because we raised so much money in such a short amount of time.
My favorite memory in leadership was the lacrosse game, which my class planned from start to finish. We did things like face paint, we also sold shirts, and we also got to host a Wish Kid, which was great. Her name was Ayla, and she loved it. She got to be an honorary captain and received a game ball, and we gave her a bunch of gifts, and she was really nice, and it was really cool.
It really felt this way because we got to meet and interact with the girl who was receiving the donations and was the Make-A-Wish kid, and it made it feel very personal, and it was really amazing to be a part of an event with all these people and supporting someone who was going through something really difficult.
I would say the most influential part of the Leadership Institute was the different connections I made along the way with my peers and also different business partners and organizations that we have worked with from sophomore year to our senior year right now, especially through Wish Week, where we had to call up different businesses asking them if they wanted to partner or help us at least reach our 20,000 goal for our project.
To me, the most influential part of the Leadership Institute was the teamwork and communication skills I learned along the way. The Leadership Institute provides students with opportunities to challenge themselves and to grow into successful and efficient leaders.
The most impactful part of leadership for me was making me more confident in my presentation skills. Before, I'd never volunteer to go first for a presentation, but now I will.
The most influential part of the Leadership Institute for me was holding myself accountable to keep on contacting businesses and keeping up with the organization.
The project or activity that made me feel like I held the most impact was when we planned the entire lacrosse game for Wish Week. Our very own Wish Kid even came, and seeing her smile was just something precious that we cannot recreate.
The most influential part of leadership to me was the skills that I've grown through this program without even realizing it. I have become so much more organized and confident in my communication skills.
The most influential part of leadership for me was being able to take everything from our textbooks and papers and just sitting in class all day and actually apply it to the real world and learn how to communicate with others properly and act like a adult in a sense. It kind of gave us a chance to explore more of the world.
The event that made me feel like I had the greatest impact on our school was Wish Week. Unlike most others' efforts of charity collection, Wish Week managed to get the entire school to know about it. It felt very rewarding that all of the work we were doing in Leadership 2 was being seen by the school and making Wish kids happier. Therefore, not only did we give a wish to our designated student, but Wish Week also contributed to students' pride in our school.
The most influential part of the Leadership Institute is the growth that you get out of leadership. It is one of the most influential parts of this program. Getting to see the impact that you make through your project and how you grow as a person is the best thing by far. Through the years, you face many different challenges and you have to work through it with your classmates and grow all together.
For me, the most influential part of the Institute was probably planning Wish Week and seeing the impact it had on the community. It's just great stuff to see.
I think the most influential part of Leadership Institute was learning about all the different ways that we can help in the community and seeing all the different projects and seeing how passionate each and every member was.
The most influential leadership moment for me was creating the project proposal in Leadership 2 because it was a new experience and it's definitely super useful for future careers.
The most influential part of the Leadership Institute to me is having a diverse set of alumni to give advice and help you with your project.
The most influential part of leadership for me was the experiences it gave me. Through different opportunities such as Wish Week, guest speakers, and field trips, I was able to learn a lot through doing. It also gave me a lot of stuff to write about in my college essays.
The most influential part of the Leadership Institute for me was how it helped me and shaped me into a better person. With my personal values, it helped me gain knowledge and different techniques to enhance my relationships, my work ethic, my communication, while also keeping a good integrity and being a positive leader and role model.
The most influential part of the Leadership Institute was learning about project management and organizing as a team. We were taught about positive communication, teamwork, and different leadership styles. The opportunity to connect with other leaders and share different perspectives was an awesome experience that I'll be able to carry with me to the years ahead.
The most influential part of the Leadership Institute is that you make a lasting difference in your community. When you're a high school student, you might wish to make a difference, but you don't know how to go about creating change. When you're in leadership, you learn skills that will help you become a leader in your community, and I cannot wait to bring these skills that I learned to college and all my future endeavors.
The project was Wish Week because it really brought the leadership community together, right? We're not just one class or individuals in this class, it was the entire grade all coming together to make this one project work. It was really cool.
I agree with that. Wish Week was a lot of fun because it was more than just our project. It was a big community thing for the school, and we got to show everyone just how much we care.
In leadership, Wish Week holds the greatest impact to me because of the commitment shown by the entirety of our school to make a little girl's dream come true.
Me and Riley's most influential part of our project to me was our Christmas in Marydale event. We were able to get over 300 coats donated, over 450 blankets donated. We had an entire room full of boys and girls toys, and we brought over 70 food baskets to 330 different people living in Delaware.
Traits leadership students have is being adaptable, caring, hardworking, and transparent, as these make a great leader and these therefore make you successful in the future.
Traits that I see in Leadership 3 students are driven, passionate, and organized, because you can't have a leader that can't organize things, and you can't have a project that's successful without having the passion for your cause.
Your average leadership student is goal-oriented, involved, and responsible.
They're also driven and focused, and these traits often overlap with successful people in the real world.
I say that the average Severna Park student leadership student is someone that is very passionate about anything they do, and they're very driven. And I think these overlap with successful people because most entrepreneurs have these traits and are able to excel in the professional work life.
So the average Severna Park Leadership Institute student is really organized and hardworking, and also really passionate because you're picking a project, so you want to do something that you're really passionate about. And we think that these traits definitely overlap with those of successful successful people, and being in the Leadership Institute really sets you up for success later in life.
I would say the average leadership student is responsible and driven, and I think that's really seen a lot in high up positions because these kind of people, they do well, they put in the work, and in the end they get it paid off.
The average leadership student is very service-minded. They want to help the community. They're super hardworking because these projects take a lot of hard work and dedication. They're overall a really good representation of what a good Samaritan is and what Severna Park is.
I think what makes leadership so unique to me was the ability to exercise my project management skills. In not many situations in your high school career can you lead a project like this and really gain something from it, right? In leadership, it's very introspective, it's very insightful, and it's pretty robust in its program.
I personally had Miss Cologne and Miss Barnstead through my 3 leadership classes, and I'd say that each of them are great teachers for leadership. They are very social people, but also taught me the importance of being able to have conversations with people you maybe don't know. And I think my relationship with both of them has gotten a lot better through high school, and I can't wait to graduate and tell stories.
I think for Miss Bornstead and Miss Cologne, they were like a big, impactful thing throughout this whole project because with leadership, this was kind of my first big, like, you're planning your whole thing. Like, this is it. You're doing everything. You're making the way. You're making this be the most positive thing you can do.
The teachers had a big impact on my overall leadership experience. They have taught me valuable life skills, how to be a better leader, problem-solving strategies, the value of hard work, and instilled a newfound independence and confidence in me that I will bring to future workplaces.
They've taught me great leadership skills, and I am grateful because they've set me up so that in my future I will have these skills and continue to work on them. I'd just like to say thank you to them.
I want my classmates to move towards being proactive in their work wherever it may apply. I've had experience where I will be a big procrastinator and I'll be completing things at the last minute, and it's way too stressful than it needs to be. And especially in leadership, you can't be procrastinating because things build up a lot in leadership. So no procrastinating here.
I just want to tell my classmates that I believe in you, I'm always here for you, and that you should just believe in yourself and keep on going no matter who puts you down, because all you need is yourself.
I think my biggest piece of advice is don't put off tomorrow what you can get done today, and that kind of means don't procrastinate and just get your work done fast, so then you don't have to worry about it and make more stress for yourself in the future.
Any words of advice for upcoming Leadership 3 students? It would be to choose your partners wisely, choose people that you know that you really like working with, and choose a project you're genuinely really passionate about.
I want to tell my classmates to keep working hard. Everybody can succeed in college and careers as long as they don't give up and put their mind to any task in their way. If I had to think back to my Leadership 1 self, I would tell her that it's all worth it in the end and to never give up. In the future, use fundamentals that you learned in leadership to make you and your peers a better person.
Something I'd like to tell my fellow students is don't forget what we've been taught. They are the keys to success both in college and in your career.
Something I'd like to remind my classmates of is to not forget about the memories that we've made in Leadership 3.
If I had one thing to tell my classmates for moving forward into the future, it would be good luck, and you're so capable of everything that you put your mind to.